Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another week of Just Gay Stuff podcast. While Lauren is still away overseas, we are going to do an episode recap of the very first interview we ever did on this podcast with our friend Beck. So sit back, relax, enjoy. Lauren will be back next week and we'll have all brand new episodes ready for you.
I'm talking about, you're talking about, we're talking about Just Gay Stuff.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Just Gay Stuff.
Hello.
Before we get into this episode, I really quickly want to say to everybody, oh my God, the amount of responses we have had for the podcast so far has been unbelievable. So Lauren and I want to say a massive, massive thank you to everybody who has listened, rated, reviewed, and shared on your socials. It's been amazing.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And especially people that we didn't think would
Yeah,
listen.
wild.
That's crazy because we're so grateful for all the comments and all the feedback, and we look forward to so much of the interaction.
Yeah, I can't wait.
So one of the reasons that we wanted to start the podcast, besides what we said in episode 1, was that we really want to give the queer community a voice and we want to be able to hear your stories. So we decided that we would have some special guests join us
Yes.
along the way
A lot
of
of
this
special
journey.
guests.
And so today we are talking to Beck.
Who you may know as mutual friend.
Mutual friend Beck. Say hello, Beck.
Hello, Beck.
Yeah, good joke. Everyone's going to love you already. Now, before
How's
we
it
get
going?
into, yeah, good.
Good.
Before, I didn't even ask how you were. How are you?
I know,
No,
really.
I'm good. Sorry, I'll let you talk.
No, that's okay. We just want to give you the intro that you deserve.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So-
sweet.
Before we start with getting into your stories and what we're going to ask you and shed light on today,
Getting down to the nitty gritty.
I want to just say this is in true lesbian fashion because both Lauren and I have made out with you at some point.
Yes.
You've also been on dates with me as well.
Well, that
like it's
too,
more
that
than just
too.
Yeah,
like I'm not just some makeout, but yes,
You're
we,
leaving
it's
them down the wrong path there.
but yes, it started off in both scenarios as us going on dates and then just ending up as friends. So
crazy.
yeah.
True, our word map.
Yeah, we're on the chart. We're on the
We're on
chart.
the chart.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's kick off. Let's start with your coming out story because everyone's story is different.
So different.
And I
Mm.
think it's so important to shed light on what was your experience versus what was my experience versus what was Lauren's experience. And everyone listening outside of our little bubble in the pod room, they can probably relate to certain things that we all say. So I'd love for you to start with your coming out story.
Yeah.
Yeah, too easy. I guess I was mostly pretty lucky in the sense of because I'm seeing so many later in life gays now, whereas I came out just as school finished, literally at schoolies was the first person that I came out to. So in some ways that's kind of early in a sense. So
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
lucky that because I know that a lot of later in life queers and gays, like they think they've missed out on all this time. So I guess I was lucky in that sense.
Lauren just raised her hand.
Yeah, dude. I was like, okay, that's later in
Lauren's
life.
like, yep.
Yeah, me.
Funny thing was, so it's like I had obvious signs that I liked women from even like when I was a kid. I'll get into those reasons later for you if you like. But
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, it didn't click for me and I was in denial for quite some time. So one of my best friends in high school, who I'm still friends with, so he was very, very out and open and gay in high school and guys gave him a really hard
Yeah.
time for it. And he was very much known as the gay guy.
Yeah.
And I think whenever any kind of even like slight thought about women crossed my mind, I would just sort of brush that away because I didn't want to be known as, the lesbian or whatever
Yeah,
it was.
And did you have fear because of you saw the way he was treated for his sexuality?
Yeah. That, and also I didn't know how my parents would react. Like I knew at the end of the day, look, they'd still love me and support me and whatever. But like I remember I had one interaction with my mum when I was only a kid, say probably like 8 or 9 years old, and my auntie is actually gay and I was quite close with her at one point when I was a kid, and I was a real tomboy as a
Yeah.
child. And I remember my mum asking me, "Oh, are you gay or are you a lesbian?" And 9-year-old or 8-year-old me, like that was sort of known as being something that's a bit
Like
different.
taboo.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like me being that young, my initial response was literally, ew, gross, no. Like,
Yeah, how do
like-
you know at 8 or 9? You don't.
And
Yeah.
especially talking like early 90s or mid 90s, where's the representation to tell you, oh, that's actually
That's okay. That's accepted. Yeah.
Exactly. So I was quite fortunate in high school where I actually went to a lot of parties, and the friends who I hung out with, all of them except for one said they were straight. Look, a good half of them are now like gay or bi, but
We always seem to
we
like
all go that
we
way.
group with each other at an early age, and then later we're all like, oh, we're all gay. Yes, we
Yes,
all
love
knew.
it.
yeah, that's it. It was normal for us to say go drinking and then like all make out with each other when we were drunk. And when I would also ever like think about if I was laying late at night and a girl would pop into my mind, I'm like, oh no, that's just because the alcohol. That's why I like that stuff, you know. And I just sort of push it to the side. But here's me like thinking that everyone was just thinking, oh, I can't wait to drink so I can kiss all the girls. Like,
You're like, oh, just me?
yeah. I literally thought that's just how everyone felt, like, because that was pretty normal. And I think it's still kind of even normal, even women that do identify as straight, to like, oh, go out with the girls and have drinkies and
Get
like,
a bit pissy, get a bit kissy.
Oh, I like that.
I'm a painting that. I'm gonna put that on a shirt.
That's a good t-shirt. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't until school was just about to finish where I actually allowed myself to accept those thoughts that I used to push away, like knowing that I wasn't going to be like ridiculed or bullied in high school. I started to sort of, allow those thoughts. And I'm like, okay, like I think I actually like women. It's not just the alcohol.
Yeah.
So my gay friend that I was talking about, he was the first person I ever came out to, which was on Schoolies. And his response was, well, duh.
The no shit moment.
He's like, don't you know when you get drunk, you kiss all the girls back? That's not normal.
And I thought, because I dated a couple of guys in high school. I actually never went all the way with a guy, never slept with a guy.
Well,
Because
she's a gold star lesbian.
Oh.
well,
Maybe not.
there's
We'll get into that later.
We'll get into it. They don't assume.
but yeah, like, so when I came out as bi, because it's not like I hated men or anything. So I
Yeah.
just assumed, okay, I like women, and I also like guys. And then it wasn't until I was 21, after me and my first girlfriend had just broken up, and I was actually in Hawaii and had the drunkest night of my life, had a guy spend the night, and then the next morning he wakes up to go and kiss me. And I just think, oh, I am so gay.
You're like,
Yeah.
oh.
You're like, what happened?
Yeah, that's it. And yeah, haven't dated any guys since high school. So yeah.
Wow.
Wow. That was such an epic coming out story.
Yeah. So getting into the nitty gritty where you're like, oh, looking back now, what are some of the things from your childhood where you're like, oh, that was definitely a
The
sign?
light bulb moments.
Yeah.
I like to call
Yeah.
them.
So
She's got notes.
yeah,
She does.
I had notes on this. But yes, so first sign goes back to even when I was about 7 or 8 years old. I literally remember telling my friend that I liked them. And I remember asking her, oh, do you like me back? She said no.
What a bitch.
But it's like,
You didn't even specify more than a friend. You're like, do you like me? She's like, no. Kids are assholes, man.
oh, women, I tell you. But I mean, like, there's times where I literally had feelings for girls, and yet that didn't click for me, like, oh, maybe I actually like women. Like, it's not just this one girl or
Yeah.
whatever it is. And I actually remember going to school. I think I was like in grade 5, and I'm walking to school and I'm thinking, oh, I like boys, the boy's name, and I also like that girl, like, at the same time. And I just thought nothing of it. So, which was crazy to me. You'll love this as well. One of my friends who I had the biggest crush on in high school. So she was actually my first girl experience. So again, only from alcohol. So me thinking,
Yep.
no, it's just the alcohol. But
Yep.
mid-sex, like I literally told her, I love you.
Oh.
And again, like she's, you know, as far as she's aware at the time, she's straight. She's just doing this because she's drunk.
Yeah.
And she just says to me, oh, okay, like this is a bit of a weird time for you to say this. Like she's thinking I'm saying I love you as a friend, whereas here's me like confessing my love to
Confessing your
her.
love.
Pouring your
Yeah.
heart out.
Doing the true,
Yeah.
Mid-deed.
the true lesbian queer thing.
Another thing that I used to do, so it's so sad to talk about. So before, I don't know, can I talk about porn and
Yeah,
Yeah, go for
absolutely.
it.
We are literally no filters on this
Yeah.
podcast.
We're open, safe space here.
So when we're talking about high school, back before I'd gotten into porn and everything, not me being in it, I mean watching it.
Well,
I'm not in it.
glad for the clarification there.
I mean, we wouldn't judge you if you were. It's just as long as you're of age.
Yeah.
High school. Anyway, I would. So my thought process was, okay, because I liked watching girls kissing girls on YouTube,
Who
but I
didn't?
was
Yeah.
Join the club.
We all do.
so I was like, no, I can't search girls kissing girls. Like that's too obvious. So I would YouTube Katy Perry,
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
and then because she had I Kissed a Girl
Yeah.
out, so I would click on said video and then go to the related videos so I could watch girls kissing girls without putting it in the search.
Love it. She thought about
She
it.
was super aware of leaving the paper trail.
Yeah, she didn't want to leave that trail.
And yet, here's me. No, I don't like women. It's just the alcohol.
It's just the alcohol.
I even, because we had Foxtel growing up, and the L Word was actually on Foxtel.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yum.
And if it was on when mum and dad weren't home, or a lot of the time it was on late at night, I would like put it on like at the quietest level that it could, because the TV was right outside my parents' room as well. So it's like I would have to sit nice and close to the TV just so I could hear it. Have the remote ready in case the door opened so that I could quickly change the channel.
Change the channel, yeah.
So yes, lots of moments that should have been obvious.
Should have been the light bulb. Should have been the ding.
Yes, but no, none of them clicked for me, funnily enough.
In saying all of this, though, isn't it crazy that you look back at your childhood and think about all those things, and people who identify as straight have never had to sit so close to the TV with the volume down low to watch a straight couple on television? Things like that you go, what did we do as queer kids to try and find representation and meet our curiosities and our needs at the time? Isn't that mental?
Yeah, it's super wild.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
I-
like, because I knew that I loved watching these things, but I didn't understand why I loved watching them. I would get so excited in high school. I loved the moments when I'd be watching a show. This happened twice, where I was watching, say, Pretty Little Liars, and I'm like, oh, Emily, oh, she's so pretty. And then I get so excited when it turns out, oh, she's actually a lesbian. So
Yeah.
and I would live for those scenes where it would be her and her girlfriend. And then same thing happened with Glee. I was like, oh, Santana, oh, she's
Ugh.
so hot.
Yes.
And then, oh, she's actually gay. Oh, this is like, so it was really exciting. I feel like when we were in high school is when those shows and things like that got me so excited, because I'm like, wow, like I'm not used to seeing this, so this is so exciting. So
Yeah, and that's what it is. It's still, we've come such a long way, but we still have such a long way to go. And I think, especially for us in our age, we only had that limited representation on TV with the L Word and maybe like a few of those queer couples in Glee or
For me, it
Pretty
was
Little
Alex
Liars.
and Marissa in the OC.
yes, and you were
And-
talking about that. Sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't mean to cut you off. And
No,
I
that's
was
okay.
like, I was 100% there with you, Jess. Like, oh, I remember, I think there was like a little bit of flirting beforehand,
Oh,
before it
yeah.
happened, because I remember, because they were sort of putting hints in it in like upcoming episodes, and there was big talk about when their first kiss was going to happen. And I remember I think we were in like high school or late primary school, and I remember I was at Woolies. I'm like, come on, Mum, we got to get home. Like, I've got to watch this episode of the OC.
I've got a timeline.
I'm pumped.
I was super stoked because my friend, I hope the Popo isn't listening, but used to download TV shows, and so I would see it ahead of time. But then, yeah, I know,
Yeah, she's a bit
scandalous.
naughty
I'm so
side.
scandalous. But the downside to that was when they broke up, my friend had watched the episode before she invited me over to watch it. So I went to school and she was like, oh, bad news, Alex and Marissa broke up. And I was like, what? I was upset the whole day, man. I was so sad. I was just like, what? They kissed in this episode. Actually, it was like season 2, episode 14.
Oh.
I already know the
She's
shit.
got the minutes down.
The exact
episode 12.
episode.
But then it only lasted 2 episodes. And I'm just like,
Ah.
for us growing up, that's like 2 weeks. And I
Yeah.
know for teenagers, that's probably the usual length of a relationship as a high schooler.
Probably especially more now.
But yeah, but for representation, you're just like, oh, I finally got to see that thing that I'm craving, and then it's so quickly taken away, and all the other straight couples are just going strong.
It is. It's really heartbreaking. I think that kind of leads us into our next segment. Since we're talking about characters on TV shows,
Celebrities.
I think we'd talk about celebrities. So, Beck, do you have any specific celebrities that were like your awakening?
I mean, I have ones that should have been my
Should have been,
awakening. Yeah, ones that I was thinking back. So I know the first 2 that I like because they were in shows and movies when I was a kid. And it's funny when you look back and you're like, oh, like I actually had the hots for them. So in Aladdin, Jasmine, I'm talking cartoon
Oh,
Jasmine.
yeah, cartoon one.
like-
Yeah, I can get down with the cartoon one.
To be fair, Lauren said Kim Possible in her Celebrity
Yeah, see?
Awakening, and then she got a bit nervous and we cut it out.
But that's,
Oh, no,
but that's because Jess looked at me like, what?
they talk all the time about Kim Possible and what's her name? Is it Shigo?
Shigo. And to be fair, mine wasn't Kim Possible. Mine was actually Shigo.
Okay, fair, all right.
I've got to get it right. But yeah, so then when the live action came out, I'm like, oh, what's this Jasmine going to be like? And I'm the same as you, Jess. I think Naomi Scott is smoking hot.
Nice.
So like, I have a thing where if a girl can sing or if a girl can dance, their hotness level just goes up like 100 times. So
Yeah, I've seen the TikToks you send me.
so the fact that I already thought she was hot and then that she could just belt her voice out, oh,
Yeah.
to that. The other one was, have either of you watched Saved by the Bell?
Yeah,
I haven't.
not surprised. She hasn't seen many things.
So
That's true.
Lauren, do you remember Kelly in Saved by the Bell?
Yeah, Kelly, yeah.
Oh, she was known as the hot girl.
She was known as the hot girl in like the 80s or something.
Yeah, should
Yeah.
show Jess a photo, just like for context, just so keep in mind.
She's on her phone. She'll Google it.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
what
Yeah,
was
keep
her
in
name?
mind, Jess. If
Kelly
you just
from
type in
Saved by the Bell.
Kelly from Saved by the Bell,
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
okay.
Yeah. I was like, Katie? No, I got that wrong. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, you can see
Yeah,
it.
I can, yeah, definitely. She's got some of those features that Fran Drescher has that I liked.
I could see that. I could see that. But yeah, so those were my 2 as a kid that I remember. And then, yeah, the 2 in high school, like I was saying, Emily from Pretty Little Lies and
I'm with you there.
and Santana from Glee. Yeah, they
R.I.P.
were the ones.
Yeah,
I know. I was
R.I.P.
thinking that. I was like, I was devastated.
sad.
So
Super sad.
yeah.
So what about now? Who do you fall for now
So,
on the silver screen?
yeah, lately it changed a little bit because from a lot of those you can sort of see like what my type is, and then it's changed a little bit because I never sort of went for blondes, and then I think maybe after I dated one then it like slightly shifted. I don't know. But these days Renee Rapp. Oh
Yeah, I've seen all the TikTok of her SNL performance, and all the lesbians are like, "Ooh,
Thirsty.
They are.
They're all
They're
thirsty.
So thirsty.
Oh yeah.
I made Jess watch it, and she was like, "Oh yeah."
Nah,
Oh, yeah.
she's got something going on. She gives me
It's the confidence.
yeah, but she gives me the Fletcher vibes because
yeah, that's what it
it's-
is.
it's that confidence but not cocky.
Yeah.
It's that you can see
It's that sex appeal without being like pornographic in your face kind of thing.
exerts confidence, exerts sex appeal, and that just makes you
Mummy energy.
Yeah.
it is. Yeah, it is mummy
Yeah.
energy.
they just make you like hang off their word. I don't know. It's
Mesmerizing.
Renee Rapp, Fletcher.
Have you seen Sex Lives of College Girls?
She hasn't, but I'm gonna make her watch it because I've watched
You've
it.
seen
and
it,
she
Lauren?
needs to watch it.
See, that's where I fell for her. So I hadn't heard of it. And then funny thing is there's been plenty of girls who I've spoken to and they've educated me. Like I didn't know about Sex Lives of College Girls. I'm like, nah, this girl I was talking a year or so ago. She's like, you got to watch it. Okay, watch it. Okay, yep. Changed my life. I'm in love with this woman now. Not the girl I was talking to, Renee Rapp.
Renee.
Yeah,
Abbott.
And then the fact that she can sing again makes her like 100 times more attractive.
You like a girl with some talent.
She does.
I do. I do. And then the other one is Florence Pugh.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We had her on our list, but we forgot to.
Well, no, I have like so many people on my list, but I didn't want to bore everyone with just saying name
Name.
after name after name. So we might just put like our lists out later. But definitely Florence Pugh.
And she was, when you were talking about women who you think are gay, but as far as we're aware, I mean, people speculate that she could be like bi.
Or
And I
fluid or
reckon
something.
100% that she would be bi.
Yeah, she gives me
She
those
gives me
vibes.
bi energy.
Yeah. But like her in Black Widow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Melt.
Damn.
Absolutely.
all three of us just went.
And so I don't follow the Marvel universe. I've seen the odd movie.
Blasphemy.
No, I don't follow it either.
There's so
I'm very,
many.
Blasphemy.
I'm very loose in the Marvel universe and not in a good
You're
way.
very loose in the whole movie universe anyway.
Partner, she says, yep, I want to watch all of them from start to finish. Because I say to her, like, oh, like, can we watch? I want to watch all of them start to finish. I'm like, "Fuck."
Girl, it'll take you a whole year because I did that.
Yep.
And now they've added more. I started from not last May, the May before, and I finished the May the year after.
It's too many. But the other woman who I love is Haley Steinfeld.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know about the show Hawkeye?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are both in it. And
Yeah,
I'm
they
like,
are.
oh, like
They missed a trope in there.
like that makes me want to get into the Marvel universe just so I can watch that show and see the both of them interact with
The Haley Steinfeld and Florence Pugh sandwich.
Not gonna lie, I thought you were gonna say it makes me want to get into archery. And I was like, I was thinking, yeah, fair.
Look, I mean, I don't think it's going to get me any closer to Haley Steinfeld or Florence. So, I mean, I think.
Not with that attitude.
Yeah, come on. Positive. Okay, well, we could drone on about
Women forever.
insanely beautiful women until we die. So I think we should move on to what is, I mean, something that we've all experienced, but is there any particular key points in your life where you've experienced homophobia? And if you have, how have you dealt with that?
So, I've been really lucky. I personally, not that I can recall, have actually had homophobia. I've only sort of had it in the secondhand experience, sort of like I was saying with my friend, obviously being around him and seeing that.
Yeah.
I think because of that, for one, and this is just my opinion, that women get off a lot easier being women and we're like sexualized. Not saying it's a good thing, but it's because we're sexualized, it's more socially acceptable for two women to be together versus two men.
Absolutely.
On top of that, I could be presented as a stereotypical looking woman. I have long hair.
Like a cis woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've got long hair. I can dress like a tomboy, but it's still I've been told even when I dress in guys' clothes, I look like a woman. I've got a lot of feminine qualities about me.
Yeah. I mean, we'd still know if you walked into a place that you were gay.
But I mean, because I've also experienced secondhand homophobia, being like, I'm obviously have friends that are gay and I'm around other women that are gay, like,
People that present more masculine.
yes, like that,
Yeah.
and they've been yelled at, called a dyke and everything like that.
Yeah,
Like,
such
I
bullshit.
know.
People are disgusting.
Yes, and that's the thing. So I feel quite fortunate. Like, the only sort of, and again, I don't know if you count this as homophobia, but the closest thing to it would just be straight men just trying to sexualize it. So just being like, oh, like, let's see you like make out with this girl, and oh, I want to see you have sex, or can I join in? Can I be part of the threesome sort of thing? So
Yeah.
it's not necessarily, homophobia. It's more like just being sexualized in that way. So yeah, I definitely haven't had it as bad as what a lot of people have had.
So say you wanted to change your style for whatever reason. Maybe you wanted to cut your hair short, or maybe you wanted to get an undercut or something like that. Would those kind of comments stop you from then wanting to present yourself differently out of fear that you would then cop some of that
Homophobia that we've seen other
homophobia
people
that you've
experience.
seen?
I reckon it would definitely cross the back of my mind, but me being me, I'm a weird lesbian. I don't like undercuts.
Yeah, I mean,
Neither.
neither.
And I've done the short hair at one point in my life because I've got hella curly frizzy hair. It does not suit me, but unfortunately I am someone who very much does worry about what other people think of me. So 100% that would be probably in the back of my mind.
Something big enough to stop you.
I mean, I don't know if you would say stop, but I mean, it took me a while before I sort of felt comfortable wearing guys' clothes. Like, look, I still get hella nervous to like go look in the guys section and everything, because I do get worried about what people will think, because I do look like an obvious girl. I do worry sometimes. I think it's confronting going into an all guys store. I struggle with that. I find it a lot easier when it's H&M or a store that has both women and guys clothes, like because you won't generally get the people coming up and talking to you. Yeah.
One thing that I really, maybe this comment will give you confidence to do that, but one thing that we've really noticed in the comments we've had back after the Do I Look Gay episode that we put out was that it has come to our attention that straight people really don't think about those things.
They don't. They're not aware.
The first thing someone would think if you walked into a guy's store would be, oh, she's shopping for her brother or she's shopping for her partner. So I guess
boyfriend.
Yeah. So I think at the end of the day, it's none of their business who you're shopping for, even if it is for yourself. But I think when we are gay and we are so scared of experiencing homophobia, we put all these own thoughts into our heads like, oh, I don't want this person to think I'm doing this, and I don't want this person to think this, when really they don't even think it
They don't
themselves.
think about it. They really don't.
Yeah.
The other gay person is judging you more.
That's it. That's the thing. It says plenty of times, like where you said, oh yeah, like, do I look gay enough? Because it's like, there's times where it's like, we actually want to look gay, but then it can be.
It's that double-edged sword, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Okay, so before we finish this episode, do you have a worst first date?
Dun dun dun.
Oh gosh, yes.
Or two,
No,
or three.
Let me get the popcorn out.
No, look, for the dates themselves, I've been pretty lucky. I haven't been the luckiest when it comes to dating. I say that while I'm in a relationship.
Oh, well, you're lucky now.
You're lucky now, yeah.
I've been on many a first dates. Here's a perfect example of the lesbian connections, because one girl who I went on a date with, I had to pick her up because she was a lesbian who doesn't drive. And I feel like that's a very common thing.
That was me for a time.
Yeah,
I'm glad you upgraded.
So I picked her up. She barely spoke the whole time. I had to pay. So it wasn't the best date.
Oof.
Turns out she is now married to my friend's ex.
Oh.
Yeah, small circles, hey.
That's
Small
it. That's
circles.
it. But there's one experience that I had. Well, I guess you say two long distance experiences, two different ones I had, where when I was only young, like I was 19, this was the first girl I ever really liked. Have you ever heard of, we're talking back in the day, dating site called Tagged?
Nah.
No.
Yeah. So back in the day, we didn't have dating apps. There were dating sites. You didn't do these on your phone. And I met this girl who lived in Perth, and we talked for a good 9 months before she allowed me to come over and meet her.
You talked for 9 months.
Oh my gosh, that's a whole relationship
You
in
played.
lesbian
You could
time.
have had a baby in that time. You played the long game.
I was in love with this girl. She was the first girl I ever properly, truly liked. So I was still living at home. She was still living at home because we were both really young. So I couldn't say to my parents, hey, I'm just going to go pop on a plane to go to Perth to meet a girl for the first time. So
Had you come out to your parents at this point, or no, not yet?
No, I hadn't actually. I
Okay.
had not come out either.
That makes the story a bit more scandalous.
I'll say.
Yes, because I came out for a different long distance girl.
She doesn't learn, people. She doesn't learn.
Yeah, so my friend, she had grandparents who had a place on the Gold Coast. So I said, oh, I'm going to go to the Gold Coast with my friend this weekend. Whereas I drove to a different friend's house, left my car there, caught the cab to the airport and took a plane over to Perth while they're thinking I'm at the Gold Coast.
Oh my god.
Clearly, you didn't have Find My Phone on your iPhone with your family.
No, yes, no, that wasn't a thing. I would have been screwed then.
Yeah.
I had to rent a hotel since she wasn't out either.
That's commitment, man.
Yeah. So rent a hotel for the weekend. Went really well. She asked me at one point, because we hadn't met, we hadn't had the conversation of, are we exclusive or not? So she says to me, are you seeing anyone else? I said, no. Are you talking to see anyone? She said, no. Okay, cool. So I come back, a week's passed, things are, going well. I hop on Facebook and I see that her relationship status has changed to in a relationship with this boy.
Oh, what?
Man.
So I message her and I say, is this real? Oh, yeah, I just didn't know how to tell you.
So instead of telling you, she changed her Facebook status?
That's it. So because it was so soon after our first date, it made it a terrible date because it's not cheap flying to Perth, I tell you.
Yeah.
No.
I don't use this word and I
Yeah,
still
I
won't,
think
but
so.
that's a little bit of a C word move.
Jesus.
I thought yours was bad.
You've been through the ringer.
And I'll say the other one real quick. The other one who I went to go and visit in New Zealand, she did originally live here, but then she moved back to New Zealand. On the first day that I arrived, she's just casually doing a drug deal with her friend.
Oh my
Jesus.
god.
Oh, wow.
You knew how to pick him, eh, Bet?
I had no idea. Oh, and she was on good behaviour, so she wasn't allowed out of her house after the hours of 10 p.m.
Oh, jeez.
So you had dinner at home.
Yeah, look, I wasn't actually allowed to stay over there, so I didn't see her at nights, pretty much.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
wow.
Oh, God.
Jeez.
Well,
Wow.
those were pretty good.
They were good.
I was thinking before you go, Beck, if you're comfortable enough, when Lauren and I were at your birthday, you told the story about your Sims family.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Can you tell that story?
I think I was in grade 5. I was in grade 5, and one of my best friends, he was very worldly known in the
Oh.
sense of he had 2 older siblings, so essentially he knew a lot more than what a lot of grade 5ers would know.
Yeah.
And
Educated.
anyway, he's telling me about how he made a family on The Sims. I'm like, okay, cool. And he says, yep, made this family called the Prostitute Family. Oh, okay. Like, didn't really tell me too much about them. If he did, it went right over my head because here's me. I don't know.
Because you're in
what
grade
that
5.
is.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go home and do the same thing. And spelling wasn't exactly my forte. So here we are. I'm making the family. My mum's in the room and I say to her, hey, mum, how do you spell prostitute? She goes, what? Why do you need to know that? Oh, I'm making the prostitute family. You know what that is. Oh, blah, blah. Like, told me he had much. Oh, that blah, blah. I tell you. Oh. So, yeah.
That story gets me every time. It's
That's the
so
best.
fucking funny.
Jess is laughing so hard on her chair right now. She's fallen. If she laughs any harder, she'll fall off.
Oh, wow.
I think that was a good way to end the
Super.
episode with the prostitute family.
Super. That was... I can't stop. Oh, Beck, it was so good having you on.
It was. Thank you so much for joining us.
Always good to talk to you guys.
And just remember to...
Stay gay, motherfuckers.
I'm talking about, you're talking about, we're talking about just gay stuff.
Thanks for joining us on another episode of Just Gay Stuff. Make sure to follow us at Just Gay Stuff Podcast on all your socials and write to us with your stories at justgaystuffpodcast@gmail.com.